Got this 4-track on eBay. I've always wanted one. This is totally analog. I have only one tape, which is something of some sentimental value to me that I made when I was a teenager. But it's the only tape that will work with it. It's got to be position 2. I don't know if it has to be, but let's see if it will power up. So I've put one that'll do nicely. I'm just going to meter it. Find out whether it's center negative or positive. I think it's center positive. This is an inverter, so 12 volts, center negative. Let's turn the power off. It powers up. What do you know? So now I'm going to need to figure out if it can play tapes, because if anything's gone, it's going to be the belt. It can. And now I need to figure out if it can make noise. Let's see if I can, just about maybe. This will sound weird if it sounds at all. Yeah, that's just L and R on side A. Okay, so let's see, this has got about 6 tracks on it. So maybe I can just fast forward past them all. Nice little counter, so you know where you are, where your punch-ins are. Hasn't got any punch-in, hasn't got any punch-out, hasn't got any multi-record function. I can arm 1 track at a time. Volumes, pans. Go, the lovely music come out when I was a teenager. This is filthy. This needs a good clean in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really get in there and sort that out. The whole unit needs a cleaning. The seller on eBay is absolutely lovely. So nice. Right. So the only VU you've got is your input level, which is here. And connect anything I want to that. My desk's a complete tip. Found a broken PlayStation, it's got all the bits of that. It's just exploded in the street. So the thing is, it uses both sides of the tape, so I can't just record on side B. I could if I just used these 2 tracks and turned the tape over. That would be safe, in theory, but it would just play all the stuff from this as well. I'd have to fade it all down. There we go. So let's zero it there. Right, so I need an input source. Got all the sense in the world, mate. I know. Little Volker. Just because it's not connected to anything. There you go. Okay, let's see. 4 channels of recording faffing about later, and let's mix. It all works. Let's have a look. I have a head cleaning kit, which I don't know how to use. I have a regular head cleaner, but what I think I'll do first though is there's just so much grot in this bad boy. I just need to get some of it out. See what I mean? There's loads of that kind of fluff in there. So dealing with the obvious and then dealing with the less obvious. I'm really pleased that it's still got the cassette drawer, though a lot of these units don't. I've wanted one of these since I heard what they were in the 90s, and the only time I ever used one back in the day was my band Muzzle recording. We went in the Ice House in Stourbridge and recorded on something a little more sophisticated than this. We multi-tracked, and it sounded really good. And then we fiddled with all the settings, it sounded terrible. And then I remember playing the tape in the car to my parents really excitedly on the way back. Look, we did a recording. And it sounded garbage, because what I didn't realise is on a 4-track, you've got left and right going that way and left and right going that way, but it's using all 4 going the same way. So you've got read write heads 4 in a row. So it's just a bit more sophisticated really. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a chore cleaning all this out. I think, you know, it would not be a bad idea to replace the heads, replace the belt, but actually looking in this, if I sort of hit the, it's not in that bad nick, but it really does need a lot of cleaning. Midway through cleanup, and these Q-tips are looking pretty vile actually. It's clearly been well used over the years, but I just spray that in my face. I'm not stupid. If I get a Q-tip behind one of the switches and just sort of gunk around a bit, it comes out grubby, but there's like balls of cotton under it, balls of fluff. So it's like cleaning out my hamster's cage. I mean, it works, so who really cares? Not me. I think I'm going to have the back off and get inside this because I would really like to see what it looks inside. It was so grubby on the outside. I've cleaned it up a lot. It's not going to be perfect. There's a lot of scuffs and scratches and there's lots not really buffing out, but I've got so much muck out of it. I've gone through about a dozen Q-tips. So I'm going to have the back off and inspect it inside. Like, it is working, so I don't want to fix it till it's broken, you know. I do want to clean up anything inside that's like obvious. I don't know if it'll just lift off. Does it come apart? I don't want to force anything. I don't know if there's any tabs. There might be tabs. This took more getting apart than I expected, not because it was difficult, just because it was very stiff. And I thought it was going to force and break some tabs, but it was just stiff. You can see I'm going over it with all kinds of tools. There's a lot of footage deleted, but eventually I got it apart. I made it in. Just crumbs, that was hard to get open. So what have we actually got here? I've got a lot of things. Should I remove this? Am I bad enough, dude? Yes, I am. So there's where all the controls are. And this is where I'm going to spray some contact cleaner. These have all got different pin counts and colours, so I'm not going to get in too much confusion putting them together, I hope. But yeah, so there's a lot of grot, Scylla. And a lot of... So there's the belt. That could use replacement. But all I'm really going to do for now is tidy up in here, clean up this grot. I really want to clean this mechanism up. I don't know how well this shows up, but this is absolutely full of nasty looking dust. Looks like someone shot a teddy bear in here. So I got to work cleaning up that mechanism with the dials on it as best I could. Like, I didn't get every scrap of dirt out of there, but I gave it a good go. And I went over everything I could find that was obviously grubby. I got the belt out of the way. The belt on the desk is from another repair I did recently. I should throw that away, really. It's a dead one. But yeah, it was just really grotty inside. There's nothing actually broken, which was quite encouraging. Although I have seen accounts that the capacitors do tend to fail on these things, and you can replace them, 220 microfarads, I think. I look at the ground shield there, that bit of cards, it's got all like silver foil on the one side, and mostly it was just a clean-up job. But here I did try a different belt, but I decided just to put the original back in as it was working. I didn't have one that was exactly the same size. I do note though there are 2 more belts on the back. Like, I've sped this footage up so much you wouldn't be able to tell, but there are a couple of belts on the back as well. So I'd probably have to buy a kit of the exact right sizes if I wanted to be confident I was doing it correctly. So I've reassembled it. I've put contact cleaner in all these, and it's all, I accidentally stopped filming while I did that, not to worry. I've cleaned all these bits and put them back on. It's still powered up, it's a lot cleaner. And what I'd like to do is clean the heads. So I've got this Reshow cassette head cleaner kit. I'm going to have to read the manual because I don't know how to do it, but let's have a look what's in it. Some cleaning solution. Does it need pricking? I think it might need pricking, I can't tell. Using quite a lot of force there and it's not going. Alright, let's prick it. Let's find a pokey. No! Bloody hell. Yeah, I thought that felt like a lot of force, but... Well, that's one way to do it. Absolutely swimming in it. Some embarrassed clean-up later. Just play that through. Well, there we go. It's working. I haven't ruined it. And I can make some tunes. Ready to go. I've got a website. Remember those? gavd.co.uk.